what I reluctantly know of jazz is mostly 2-5-1. Okay. Here in C, here's the 2 minor. 5, 7. So that's G. 1.
Well, there's a lot you can do with it. You're coming over from pop music, right? There's actually a whole bunch of songs, right? That it's almost just one chord. So it's just like that one chord right there.
Yeah.
For a lot of the song. Then play just your 5 to your 1. Yep, just the 5, and then now go to the 1. Cool, so same thing there. Now you have like a whole bunch of more songs. So when you break it apart, you just start finding like more and more stuff. Now do the whole thing. Do 2-5-1. Okay, now I'm gonna put you on the spot really quick. See if you can add just one chord. So it's gonna be, you have your 2, your 5, and then your 1. We're gonna add in the 6, and it's gonna be just like a minor. So A minor.
After the 1, or?
You'll go 2, 5, 1, and then you'll play 6.
Okay. So.
Yeah! So we got like, Jeopardy. Uses that, right? It's like the big game show. And then 6 chord. And then 2. And then 5. There you go. And then there's some jazz tunes. Like, you know, this one, it goes, You can do it 1, 6, 2 again. 1. And then 2. So all those, that was all just 1, 6, 2, 5. It's so cool. Learn the 2s and 5s. And then you can add in 1 and 6.
Your 1s and your 6s. Wow, look at that. Woo!
Oh, 3 colors on mine. It's a Rasta melodica. This is a very good instrument for the blues. And that's what we're going to talk about. So,
What are the blues, Reggie?
what? Okay, well, usually, all right, it's like a form of a song, 12 bars long, really only uses 3 different chords. So let's have, you go ahead and show us. We're in the key of F, so let's do that first chord there. All right, now we're going to do, the next chord that comes up later on is the 4 chord.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, and then later on, 5 chord comes up. Whoa. There you go. So we got those 3 chords. You put them in the right order, play them for the right amount of time, and then boom, you're good.
But also, what is this thing called? The blues scale.
The blues scale. All right, so first let's preface by saying, so many of you probably already know, the scale that sounds like this.
Golly, Reggie, that looks like the major scale.
Boom. So that's our major scale, right? If you want to play like the blues and you only knew that scale, it's not going to sound... I'll show you what it would sound like.
My God, Reggie, that is not very bluesy.
Yeah. So now you know how to do the, when you're on hold. And that's the music. There you go. Okay, so now we do these notes.
So loud. So we got a 1, flat 3, 4. Call this a flat 5? Or?
What are numbers? What? I thought music was notes. So we're gonna play a chorus of the blues, maybe more. You ready? Yeah. This is how you do intros, bam. Shall we?
Put that thing in your mouth.
All right, we go. Boom!
I'm sorry, Reggie, but what does this have to do with jazz?
Jazz uses the blues elements all the time. So the two are like very much intermingled. And if you really wanted to learn jazz instead of learning to fake jazz all the
No,
time.
I don't really want to.
The first thing we would actually learn would be a little bit about the blues before we go into more like jazzy things.
Okay. But you're right. I mean, I do use the jazz scales all the time while I pretend to play jazz. So like.
Oh, this one.
Okay, and then if I'm in A. Solo on the blues scale and pretend to be a jazz player.
Yeah, so I mean, even if it's not a blues, you still can use that blues scale like she was just doing. That's an A minor, so you can use like your A minor blues. And it sounds awesome over like all those 2/5s and all the major chords. All right, we're gonna talk about bass lines on the piano.
Yeah, man.
This can be like a very daunting subject for your left hand of your piano, right? So
I'm definitely daunted.
Yeah.
My jazz teacher told me to just find a bass player.
Yeah, well, that's smart. But you know what? You can make a lot more money when you don't hire that bass player. So, what we got to do is figure out really like a bunch of ways to connect the chords that use your knowledge of harmony and stuff like that. So we're going to actually use a pop tune. And there's a reason why. Let me just acquaint you with the song first. Here we go. Most bass players will play this. They make lots of money, just raking in that money. Now, in jazz, what you would do in place of just playing the same note 8 times in a row would be, it's called a 2-feel. But I'm going to play something like this. 1, 2, here's the 1. 5, back to the there. Here's the 1, the 5. So something like that. And if you wanted to also try doing 4 on the floor, you can kind of stick. Think about like your scales, right? So if we're in B, you would just review B major scale. You have to have a target note. So the target note is where you're going to when the chord changes. So that means I'm starting on B, go to E. So if I do 4 notes, 1, 2, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Here's the next chord. There's E. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Then here's the next chord. B. And then here comes F sharp.
Okay, let's try that. I'll play the chords up here.
Okay. All right. 1, 2. That's how you do it.
Let's do it.
So let's just loop those, and I'm going to do like the 3 bass lines that we've had today. So first, we'll call them out.
1, 2, ready,
Here's the pop. Okay, now here comes 2 field. E. And then F sharp. Here comes 4 on the floor. Here's our E chord. And B. Here comes F sharp. And then we're back to...
Woo! Oh, do you want to hear my bass joke?
I do really want to hear your bass joke.
Okay, so the band's playing, right? And the singer's up there like, yeah, I'm the best looking of the band. All the girls want to get with me. And the guitar player's like, I'm definitely the coolest. Everyone thinks I'm the coolest. Everyone knows that. I'm the guitar player. And the keyboardist is like, I'm the smartest of the band. Everyone knows the keyboard player is the smartest. I'm so
Yes,
freaking
always.
smart. And you know what the bass player was thinking? A, D, 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 D. Thank you so much for joining us in this video. We hope you learned something, or at least we hope that you did not lose any brain cells during this video. If you enjoyed it, found it helpful, or just obnoxious enough to share, please click subscribe and the like button, and thank you so much.